This is your Marine Corps Installations West Regional Roundup for the month of August 2016. On August 5th, Marines with Headquarters and Headquarters Squadron at Marine Corps Air Station Yuma participated in the restoration of the Marine Week Phoenix mural in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Myself and the Marines behind me are here today working on a restoration project, taking the mural that was created last year at Marine Week, and we're touching it up because over the past year it's faded from sun and rain, so we're giving it some much needed love. The noticeable difference that I've seen personally from when we first started this project this morning to this evening, we really brought all the colors back out. They were really faded and washed, and so we've brought the vibrance back. We have the orange sun rays, and we have all the colors are starting to pop more as they originally did. So it's like it's brand new again.
Well, number one, having the mural placed here near City Hall, again, was an honor. And we wanted to make sure that we maintain that kind of presence, because to us, it's a bit of a badge of honor.
August 15th, Marine Corps Air Station Miramar Public Affairs releases a promo video on the 2016 Marine Corps Air Station Miramar Air Show, slated for September 23rd. August 15th through the 18th, Marine Corps Air Station Miramar hosts the Marine Corps High Intensity Tactical Training Program's second annual Tactical Athlete Championship.
This is a culmination of tactical athleticism, along with power, speed, strength, endurance, flexibility, and mobility, built into a 4-day event. So each day has different events.
9.
The first 2 days consisted of a 500-yard power shuttle and battle skills. The third day held an amphibious tactical challenge in the pool and a maneuver under fire tactical course in the afternoon. Day 4 ended with the last tactical fitness challenge on the obstacle course. At the end of the competition, the Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps presented the top male and female athletes their awards.
Being around a group of people that was physically fit was pretty great all week, that we could all do the same thing and all could compete at necessarily the same level. It was pretty great.
And on August 15th, Camp Pendleton Historical Society works with Robin Houghton, author of Sergeant Reckless, America's Warhorse, to build a monument in her honor at Camp Pendleton in front of the Pacific Views Event Center. On August 16th, ABC 10, CW 6, NBC 7, and Fox 5 cover a ship naming ceremony for the USS Barcelona aboard Camp Pendleton.
Here at Camp Pendleton, Secretary Mabus announced the naming of this new Navy ship after a Marine hero whose name is very recognizable here in Southern California.
I am privileged to name DDG 122 USS Barcelona.
You could never meet a more generous, kind, and wonderful, dedicated person than him.
That was 95-year-old Constance Basalone in BC, who attended today's ceremony. Describing her second cousin, Gunnery Sergeant John Basalone was awarded the Medal of Honor for heroism during the Battle of Guadalcanal in World War II. And he came back to the States and was part of the effort to promote war bonds. But she says his heart was always with his fellow fighting Marines, so he returned to fight, this time in Iwo Jima, where he died in a battle in 1945, receiving the Navy Cross posthumously. The Secretary, in speaking with reporters after the ceremony, touched on the importance of naming ships after influential Americans like war hero John Basalone, and also slain activist and one-time San Diego-based Navy sailor Harvey Milk.
I think it's important to recognize people that stood up for those values, like Harvey Milk. I think it's particularly important also to recognize people like John Basalone.
Another naming ceremony was held in San Francisco late today as a ship is being named after one-time San Diego-based sailor Harvey Milk. From Camp Pendleton, Bridget Naso, NBC 7.
August 18th, Camp Pendleton Public Affairs covers the Infantry Immersion Training Session in conjunction with an operational decision-making assessment tool.
The real goal was to provide some kind of metrics, quantitative metrics, for
the effectiveness of the training that Marines are getting on their decision making. There's a pretest that the Marines take when they first arrive at the IIT. Then they go through their IIT training evolution, whatever that may be. You know, that's on the units and their interactions with the IIT, what their goals are. After that, they go through their after action for the training that they received. A lot of discussion about what went well, what didn't go well in the training scenarios. And then we conduct the ODMAT post-test with them. And our hope is that they will continue to discuss these items after they take the pretest, after they take the post-test, and be thinking about, well, what would I have done? What are the trade-offs in what I would do, and how does it compare to the COAs that were presented?
Shot the right arm, shot the right elbow. Your arm's broken, but your arm's broken. Hey, tell
Really, leaders at all levels, platoon, team, and even the individual Marines are going to be facing sort of decision points and stressors that'll affect the overall scheme maneuver and the success of the run. It's sort of an interesting baseline that they established for it, but I think it's good. I think regardless of what they determine is a right baseline, I think what you're going to see overall after the IIT for pretty much all involved is an increase in critical thought in the tactical decision making. And I think that's the real benefit there. The results are real.
On August 18th, Marines participated in the Semper Fit and Fitness Program submission-only grappling tournament at the gym aboard Marine Corps Air Station Yuma.
Well, this is going to be my third tournament that I did here on base, and when this tournament started about a year and a half ago, introducing the EBI style of just the submission-only tournament, it's fantastic. Well, for today's tournament, just like I get into every tournament, I get the googly butterflies in my stomach. I try to relax. I have my tradition of where I take off the socks and I kind of stall for about maybe 30 seconds or more, getting my socks off, getting somebody to get my camera to record my fight, and then that's when it hits me at that moment that, hey, I'm about to step on the mat and it's about to go down. And with that being said, I just try to stay as calm, cool, relaxed as possible and just let the match happen. I don't try to go for certain things or do this or that. I just flow.
I'm really stoked to see how this program has been developing, and I'm really excited to see where it'll go in the future.
On August 23rd, Marine Corps Air Station Miramar Public Affairs covers a military working dog named Luyo aboard Marine Corps Air Station Miramar.
I've been his handler for 2 years now. Luyo, he feeds off my energy. He's always hyped, always ready to go. Every time he sees me, he just gets excited and starts spinning in his kennel, and he's a fun-loving dog. He's been a service dog for 10 years. He's turning 11 in September. Stay. He's an old dog. He's got the gray hair to show it, huh?
August 29th, Marine Corps Air Station Miramar is expected to allow bicyclists on the east end of the base.
Biking Association. Recent news has their spirits in high gear.
That's the most exciting part.
You might remember last year the military made headlines when they fined over 50 trespassers and even took their bikes.
People were really in an uproar.
The opening of this trail will basically connect Santee and Poway.
There's probably 25-30 miles of trails right now that are on the books to be created over the next several years. That section ties together with a countywide master plan update. Hundreds of miles of trails this all connects to.
But it's not going to happen until next year, so until it does, don't ride north of the 52 or south of Gooden Ranch in Poway.
What we're working on is to get it open, but it's going to take time. Don't ride that.
And on August 31st, a post and release ceremony is held for Sergeant Major Carol J. Cinceneros, the Marine Corps Air Station Camp Pendleton Sergeant Major. This has been your Marine Corps Installations West Regional Roundup.